That's serious.
They're in trouble. Samuel
said they all can.
Yes. Samuel Ogu say obi friend no. No a friend no nya no friend no pick ya. Maza. I don't know to credit ni mami o. My turn to credit me for us offer. My friend get out.
I don't know.
Oh, no. So you just have to calm down. And you understand it. You just have to calm down.
And you in the front good to me. You can't do the job.
I was not checking. I was saying percent time fact. So sometimes you just have to manage that process.
I guess it. Now Parliament, more resuming, I want to say.
So far, just about last week, major topical issue by LGBTQ.
We'll come to the LGBT.
If he other people also suddenly if he other
but ansana no. A minority leader and Muntaka Mubarak. I think I saw you.
Yes.
I don't know who watch you or
not. Yes.
Nah, minority leader near break. If you won't retract and apologize, posterity, I leave it to posterity. I leave it to Nami who said, I will leave. When they also write to what's happening?
So Bekaya, before the elections, and some members of parliament call them promoters. This LGBTQ in the Bible. At the time, there was a very serious rallying call to a certain point. Say, anyone who is against this bill, you are for gayism. Yeah. So what it means is say, who now kasa radio so now are not pa, you are in big trouble. In fact, it will turn be any time we call parliament, you see Pentecost pastors, Omoti gallery, imams it's a gallery, Methodist it's a gallery, Roman for no many it's a gallery. Until oh sorry now kasa, Uma otiso abosa osofo no te, or she asema obabeka. Now come kwasa asema, obabeto no wa asore. In fact, Omoti me press conference to the extent say, if Nanado does not sign, he's doomed. In fact, I can tell you, say, baby, you do your result in your part of it was Nanado's inability to assent to this bill.
It's true.
But you see, who are Bemwa is different. The kind of meetings you attend, the pressure on this bill, no, you have no idea. You call World Bank meeting, the finance minister. The first question, Busa, no. There's someone the bill be ba. Criminalize gayism near the idea. But do you know, say, as part of the tenant of the World Bank lending, and this universal liberties. Fantastic. They'll keep pushing you to a certain tight corner. Now show finances. Now should be a word. And you are getting pressures from all over the place. Now do Eba sign will be the court.
Yeah.
And another say once it's in court, mean to me sign this here. Otherwise, I'll be in breach of the court proceedings. And in the Musa, hey, Nanado Pege. Then the campaign here say, vote for me, John Dramani Mahama. Me buy ya na me sign. It's a simple cry.
Sam George.
It shouldn't be a problem. Oh. And he told me. And I said, let's John Dramani Mahama. I think a week or 2 weeks after he was sworn in, and a Catholic bishop's focus on. And on the board and said, boss, only can send be now. I feel the Yamiadum.
Now, see my umra.
Now, also, because the life of the old parliament has ended, the bill has ended with it. Mr. Mahama Sam George. Now it has changed from me buy ya me sign to because the life now ending no and into no crime. Mr. Mahama, His Excellency said Onyaya government will sponsor the bill. This was in January. Government sponsorship of the bill, no. Then back, members of parliament be as I call back, and no trigger. So also the life of the bill has ended there, and you persist starting process to get the bill back to parliament. Yes, sir. I feel the majority leader say, once the bill has already been passed, there's no need, say, yes, I started the process. Bill.
Pass. Why not pass it?
Once it has been passed,
Parliament.
Parliament, that no. Who yes, administratively, but I trigger the process. Bill.
And it's our president in sign.
So between the president
and in here,
okay, Ayaga, no problem. If what Ayaga is saying is the truth, and that's why there's no problem.
President
and the president sign my head. Absolutely. That is where the problem is. But the promoters of the bill say, Mr. Ayaga created the president, even the clerk to parliament, and aware. That cannot be true, with all due respect to the majority leader. Because before a private member's bill ever appear on the order paper, it should be gazetted. What it means, we say, on the bill nako, I'm a drafting division, I call Attorney General's department. I'm an Attorney General in the comment about. I'm a discussing with the speaker. I'm a speaker directed for it to be gazetted. I'm a gazette no adawa for almost 21 days. It has to mature before it even comes back to appear on the order paper. You can't say the clerk is not aware. And I'm telling you, say the press and now you woman. That is what is happening now.
Table not 10.
At 10. When the tables turn, the sound of the drum changes. And then they'll say, President say, oh, I don't know. It's here started for no person not buying started. You are trying from January. You have gold board bill. You have budget. You have a lot of it tells you say it is not a priority for the government. It's as simple as that. If it's not a priority there, no problem. You have private members no. You person and you go through all the process. About other papers to Tuesday, Wednesday, by an every so.
And what a number of
minority leader. Because about other papers, no swa, and you ever started the first reading of the bill.
Okay.
And so
there.
And this would be an a few months ago,
of course,
many said them conclave, na me pouch or say, I deal with you to Boissy and you find Tini. That be at that time, the politically it suited you. And I'll play to the gallery. What is the funny enough from January to date? Until say will be a LGBT. Thank you. And say I suffer for no LGBT no among you.
Sir, I mean sir, what when you be as Steve Wingham, Assemblies of God. Or say I read it yesterday, so I say it's not an important issue now. I say, and yeah, dear say, you have
I'm just hoping say that you know, and you know, I'm just hoping because I'm just hoping I can't. But now say the minimum no. A bit difficult so yes. So can say there. It will.
I say for now
importance.
Yes, say, but you know, you drink courses. See what you say. But there are other important issues. I say.
Let me just read the way from Intim Fojo.
Okay.
As3m Bayern and Intim Fojo, or one of the promoters of the bill. And you Busan say, majority leader say at the end of clerk. But wait a moment, number one, say, Mr. Speaker had duly approved and admitted the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2025. The clerk, upon direction of the Speaker, directed Legislative Drafting Office to review the proposed bill. The draft was then sent to the Attorney General's department for their comments. Attorney General's comments were then duly factored into the proposed bill. Speaker then referred the draft bill to the Committee on Private Members Bill for consideration and recommendation. See, our committee on private members bill, chaired by Mr. Anyafo, the first deputy speaker, who's NDC. The Committee on Private Members Bill, chaired by the first deputy speaker of Parliament, duly heard the sponsors when we appeared before them and recommended the bill to the speaker for passage. The Speaker then directed the Clerk of Parliament to gazette the bill. The clerk duly gazetted the bill. The gazetted bill upon maturity has been advertised on the order paper for presentation and first reading. So how can the majority leader, with all these facts, say administratively there was an error? It is just clear, say, any priority. And the implications of criminalizing it. You know, being gay. You are married. How will I love gay? I'm not. Traditional, our values and everything, you know, it doesn't sit well with me. But so play politics with it, it will come back to haunt you. And that's what any way you say. From January to October, you will November next week, this weekend, yeah, October, November, 11 months. President's promise of percent government sponsor bill and no am I. Private forces so I bill no any other paper so. I can bet you this bill will not be passed this year. I can bet you. Because you see, no numbers, no. They have to trigger it. Conclave, decided, business committee decided, and someone will discuss it for the week.
But the pressure that we put on you will put in to the government. So it's not up to Yang.
Yes.
Yang Sono.
I'm telling you.
What is good for the good is equally good. Look, it's about time.
Hey, Nanado. Oh, Nanado. At the point, somebody even suggested Nanado quite gay. Yes. Yes.
They even went back to pick JB down said
absolutely.
Linked to Akuffo Addo.
Which was so unfair on Akuffo Addo. And then Akuffo Addo never vindicated it. And then Akuffo Addo most bill no it elapsed with a year. Fine. So the president can't be for now majority leader. Who is the leader of government business? Or the cabinet? Majority leader of cabinet. But the chair of cabinet and a member of cabinet are speaking at cross purpose. Two different things. That's the difficulty.
That is the difficulty. So the BC
yeah, politics.
Party internal elections because
so far after who said President Akuffo Addo share the candidate no me who a certain calmness with the communication because edu baby na my a little bit worried nakasano even not from the main candidates but the supporters of the candidates no na anosh ebi anosh, you know. And Mr. Brian Kasembi also punches there to come. But don't punch to an extent see we are. It will be difficult for you to reconcile. Last what I was so Wadistiano. Mr. Dr. Bamu. That was a punch. But it was a very everybody can live with it. And yeah puncher. Everybody can live with it. Then we will cut to the person's character, the persona, the dignity, the BB now Oseno. The trouble anywhere. How do you change that? You know, and you know, first of all, no, me who say Pennyfono are beginning to step in. And me who say calmness kakra eba. Heat need eba, we are there because we are going for an election, very important election. There will be some heat. Ebe heaty kakra. But advantage by what I said the mechanic, no say the base is gingered. You reckon in Japan, he's been in the north for the past 1 week or so. Maybe we could be a party for the up. Edding Komo, there will be some discussion or the vision better. We say Dr. Mahumba, we are number areas. Aqua Hafo, and now Muson Nama Hafo, real Bono or Nama Hafo. That's the beauty of it. Brian and Ashanti, we say, Cabinet Japan. Eastern region, Mr. Duchum, I mean, baby, at this particular point in time. But I mean, it's creating some excitement. Based, you know, maybe all I can say is say, come back here and say yeah to the end, so that at the end of the day, you know, you need to make it as quickly as possible for the main tax ahead.
MPs don't know much more stand.
Almost every MP has somebody he supports.
Of course.
Yes. It just happens majority one particular person. But almost every MP it's quite clear on we saw the support, and they are open about the support. Yes, it's strange. Obia on the support. Just that one particular person happens to have.
So why are you supporting Baumia?
Oh, first of all, they said, why am I supporting Baumia? I am for Baumia. I've always been for Baumia.
That I know.
Yes, I've always been for Baumia, and I believe, say, Tango, consistency is important. Consistency is important. So we have very little time. I mean, I can say, the January, near 2026, after 2 years for an election. You have to decide as a party whether 2 years is enough to hold a new person, market that person for an important election in 2028. You have to take a decision. In my humble view, all 5 formidable, beautiful people who share more, fantastic human being, personal relationship.
But he knows you support Baumia.
Oh, yesterday he was in my constituency.
But on himself support.
Yesterday he was in my constituency. No, Casano say, oh, Collins and no about me. 2 days ago, no, an hour ago, no about me. Say, I'm about home. That is the beauty of it. I feel, say, the time, I think, say, it's quite too short for a very new candidate to emerge and to be marketed. Number 2, in marketing, Baumia has toured this country like 6 times. Every constituency. In fact, we call every constituency like more than 4 times. I doubt if there's any constituency in Ghana, the billboard and the picture anymore. The face is familiar with the electorate. You know, me as a person, one of the key reasons why I think he should be given another chance, said Yema Addo, is that his face is already there. He's already been marketed. He's known, as a person. That's one thing that I think say delegate in share.
Yes, I'm for the children twice for Uti or more on support now. If you said Yema Addo in your mom, Addo's no performance was up there, but on the performance.
We can look at the figures. President Akuffo saying first one. If it's about the figures, we can look at it. President Akuffo first time 96 percentage when on.
That is, he was not coming. Akuffo didn't come in as a vice president.
We can have
that
next argument.
And at that time, Akuffo too, the MPP was in power.
We can have. Maybe we'll go to that level of argument.
Advantages and disadvantages.
The first question Ubusa and say is about the results.
Yeah.
And Mitchell said the result in there. Akuffo performed. Akuffo did not outperform Baumia as a first timer.
Okay.
And so that argument say he performed badly. No, it's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Because there's record to show say the great Akuffo himself started from somewhere, which is even lower from Baumia's 41.
Okay.
So are you vice president? And as a near Wabem, Akuffo Addo were in power.
And he lost.
He lost.
2008.
In 2008, he lost.
And yes, a winner first.
And yes, a winner first. Now, your power and revolution. Yes. And Akuffo Addo at that time, his popularity and his maturity in politics, you can't compare to Baumia. Akuffo Addo had then been in the game, even by 1998, for almost 30 years. Even that, with even incumbency, we lost. So I'm saying, say, you're too fair on Baumia to say, because he lost one, and that's it. I think what Yema Addo, we should also give him an opportunity to also go back to the electorate, because a lot of things are now are becoming quite clear. Say some of them were very, very serious propaganda against him, but now things are beginning to shape up. Say a lot of the things that were said against him, it was just for political purposes. Not just for political purposes. Number 2, I keep telling people, he's a good man. He has an excellent interpersonal relationship. One-on-one. He's a fantastic human. He's a good man. And you need such people at this particular point in time in our political history to be at the helm of affairs. Number 3, he's very thick skin. My friend from 2008, I'll buy the barrage of insults, attacks on him, hardly does he respond in equal measure. Kwame, and you'll be a bine, Monsieur Friend for you, was only the same man who if you about me, go break it down.
I remember your election time crowd on my kind.
Yes, go break. He has a very tough skin. And I tell you, so the presidency in summer Obetzeno, you need that kind of character.
Yeah, or Tia now on
Papa. It's because it is a trait that you need. It's a trait that you have to have. Akuffo Addo. They've said all kinds of things, but he focused his attention on the presidency, and then Oko 2 terms. He went 2 terms.
Okay, for the brat.
And I'm back a weekly. Yeah.
Ogo Akuffo Addo say that. Ogo you know. Obi that na na we do feed. Yes. So for sure this man can never be president. And so he went 2 terms. So I think that character, that Owono, is a very important character for leadership. And I mean, Ejumano, and easy sao, Fantango,
President.
And easy. I keep telling people, say, me constituency, me go for me 60,000 population.
Yeah.
So I know pa, me doing 60,000 for. Say their lives will be better. The president thinks about 36 million people.
For and against
36 million people. Okay? Now put them in cabinet. Yeah, it was a Zoom cabinet. Now, it's all. Now, the Copedia say, now, President was saying, oh, now it's low so communication. Now, go to a Greek. Finance. Ubia can be anywhere. The president must take a decision within a split second. Quick. Taking into consideration all that have been said from all the sectors. The split second. So it is not a Duma Diakro. You need a deep thinker. Somebody who can grasp the issues, all the issues, at one point and take a decision for 36 million people. One bad decision, you're in trouble. So that person will be occupied. Akuffo Addo inviting His Excellency MPC Sano Jubilee. Normally in the next 10 minutes, will be aba. When they open the door, na say Uba, Tango, there is something behind that seat.
Yeah, the aura of something.
He enters and everything, the atmosphere, everything changes at a particular point in time. And because he has to respond to everybody, whether Greek, defense, interior, intelligence. Maybe amongst all the 5, if you have anybody who is more experienced in governance at the highest level, it's Bawumia. And I think, say, he will be more inclined to quickly move into action than the others. And that's what make I say that those are my reasons. But as for the other candidate, no doubt in my mind, any of them will be a beautiful president.
Yeah.
Mr. Dichum, he speaks Okasa and the Brofono, and yet Abrochi. What you say? A crassy brofon will be a wakusku yatitin where crassy.
Yeah.
No Okasa.
No, all kind of story.
All kind of story. And even Brofono or can and just like only Akuffo Addo Brofone different. What you say? Crassy yatitin from. So when he's taking a decision, I'm sure he will take into consideration his background. He can be a fantastic president. Kwabena Japan, he's been with this party for God knows how long. Mr. Kennedy Japan, businessman, Wayne Juma, and they be what counts my say, my friend say, it's umamia. Based on this experience, I can do this. You can't take that away from him. To take Brian, he speaks nicely. Your business is my say. So give me the opportunity. Let me bring my private sector, into. So any of them can be.
So you think you can come out peacefully?
I am the say tone number form, and I believe say once the tone number form, we can easily come together. But the message is say you respect ourselves, especially the supporters. Who did you can Japan you are not winning vote for Baumia or Brian by insulting Ken. Who did he Brian Atema? You are not winning vote for Brian by insulting Baumia or who did Baumia when you are breaking. No. Maybe some can Baumia.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not sure. Say she can win him before me. Because
you're marketing your candidate.
I don't even need to insult him to market my candidate.
The type of communication people
I don't need to. And a message that for say, young Kosa Kwan. Okay, you move on. That's all. In any case, presidency, Omuko contest. It is not our contest. It is their contest.
Yes.
It's evidence that time. No, it doesn't make sense. In my view, it doesn't make that sense. And the message it's for say, "Obiya man ne kasa e honte." Said the beya you are. You bet me kaya mo abom. Okay, that's what is important.
Nice one.
Right, and then every but all in all, so your mama, 10 months, 11 months, how far?
I me constituency no be say 10 months. I'm so 10 months any problem. On share me ade ba ko within 10 months aba. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So Akuffo Addo say we monumental
signature. Oh, can the wide Kumasi?
Una obusa message on Mahama
10 months.
And me constituency na minim. Eni Kumasi. And me busa me constituency 10 months in C school now Yako commission within this 10 months. Yeah. So I'm trying to understand.
Stabilization of the CD.
Oh,
betting tax a year free
so
me wouldn't say CD ratio.
Okay.
Exchange rate yeah.
No problem. But also betting tax. Levy. Yeah. Pacho levy. Unim ahia at the bar buying the whole of 2024.
The whole year.
E-levy the whole year. It's rating less than 2 billion. Practically, what it means, they say, ukoye momoa tax utriama aban sika oji free hono. E kan ni nyina boma 2 billion.
Yeah, 2 billion.
I check it.
2 billion.
One Ghana cedis near the toll. Petrol so. Unima here eba ban. Atuna kache nyame. Or the BBFN fiscal impact analysis report the my. And no ma aban no kwema by 5.2 billion Ghana cedi. Between e-levy anyway, at the end I just gave it Ghana for.
So one cedi of
so we e-levy. Anyway, the engineers
robbing Peter to people.
The question. Come to go on the buy. What now see we e-levy? No problem. E-levy na aban agent. Na sika san na edebre aban 2 billion.
Yes.
And na we free ho. And na we say yes sir. We say we ya within after 1 month 2 months. And no buy no so or the big by friend fuel levy yes sir. 1 Ghana cedi per liter. But we ma here eba aban ho
5.2 billion.
between 1 liter no any e-levy then can we
can e-levy
between Akuffo Addo and Mr. Mahama on the basis of taxes here why not just every with disposable income more between the two presidents.
Your mama.
Do I say about it?
Yo, it has an abandoned you.
The Menkasa. Me buy Mr. Light no is so. My guy. Me buy Mr. Light this is so. It's me bonabaso. $10 about 10 cedis. about 10 and the call is our call 13 and the Bank of Ghana for NASA be catch say almost release another 1 point something billion into the system. Release here and scan is about back to 11 12 11 10 yes no problem. Mommy 2 months call no must release it.
And they are artificial.
Now who is artificial?
Oh, pure cosmetics.
But now who and then I'm the announcement from the Bank of Ghana, they say they are pumping $1.2 billion into the system. What does that mean? It means dollars in the system. So there's more in the system. So you are chasing. When there's less and you are chasing, the price go up. When there's more, prices come down. It's not say dollars are pump here. So be it. Now that dollar no be able pump it into the system no. I don't know do. Say it's a gold board, gold no price of gold because and I'm so 5,000 per ounce. Now that gold price on the international market better for me as well. Obende. As obende.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I can't say so many. I can't say that. On security, this is the worst 10 months we've had. I'm not gonna phone on my refugees who could go. As far as they themselves no report to my. There's this Ghana 2025. There are Ghanaians now in Cote d'Ivoire as refugees. Akuffo Addo between 8 years. Did you see a refugee? Who saw be a Ghana? Togo, and if he said because of Intokwenti yes.